Warning: if the topic of psychological manipulation and emotional enslavement of women offends you, I want you to stop watching this video. And if you want to continue, you must agree never to use this knowledge to hurt women. Deal? Great. Let's start. As you probably know, conventional wisdom says that it's the guy's job to chase a woman and the female's job to push the guy away. But this notion is an outdated pickup artist style belief which doesn't even hold true anymore. In fact, I've had incredible success by using a mind control method which forces the exact opposite of this to happen. Think about this. Don't we all crave exactly what we can't have? This is known as the forbidden fruit phenomena. When we're told we can't have something, it makes us want it even more. So why wouldn't this be true for love and relationships? I came across a piece of advice by a man named Derek Rake, creator of the infamous Shogun Method strategy of manipulating women. Derek told me that women's urges to chase after the unattainable is deeply wired into their minds. And, as it turns out, this notion is backed by well-documented scientific research. So, how to get women to chase you? Well, here's the answer. You make yourself appear unattainable. How do we do this, though? You must repel her so that her emotional response will be to chase you. After all, as Derek Rake says, women have a natural tendency to chase whatever is running away from them. Therefore, if you repel her, you can then create the space for her to chase you. It's really as simple as that. One technique for this is to use what Derek calls the reverse LJBF method. Don't be alarmed by this abbreviation. LJBF simply stands for Let's Just Be Friends. Saying something like, perhaps we can just be friends. I'm looking for someone who can be that perfect person. Unless you think you might be her, will do two things. First, it immediately establishes you as unattainable. Secondly, at the same time, it doesn't completely close off the situation. Why does this work? Well, it's because if you say outright that it wouldn't work, she may decide that you're right, therefore ruining any chance you might have had. So, what do you do instead? Rather than give a negative response, tease her with, I think we're too much alike. We could never argue because, well, you know. Not only is this not directly saying no, you're also not giving an obvious invitation. You're actually making yourself appear unattainable. You are keeping her interest, and you are hinting at sexuality all at the same time. Pretty clever, isn't it? And from this point on, you will simply sit back while the woman seduces herself and becomes yours. This is much better than trashy pickup artist advice. Don't you agree? This strategy is simply one of the methods in Derek Rake's work, the Shogun Method, which breaks down into incredible detail psychological techniques which will result in the ultimate control over any woman you desire. However, these techniques are for men who are comfortable admitting their true nature as manipulators of women. When used correctly, fractionation can get a woman under your control, enslave her, and make her fall in love with you far quicker than the usual pickup artist tricks. I have to warn you, though, that it is not possible to undo the effects of fractionation. Once you have enslaved a woman using this technique, dumping her will cause irreparable damage to her psychology. Therefore, please use this technique responsibly and ethically. To learn how you can use the Shogun Method and fractionation to manipulate a woman's mind and enslave her to you emotionally, go to fractionationhypnosis.com or click on this link right now.